was a pretty good premiere. I think there's just a lot to get into. First of all, we have Underdog showing up, which I didn't even know about, which is that's pretty cool. We haven't seen that in a while. Um, I think,
week.
yeah, since last week, and then before that, a good
Oh,
year.
there it is. I like that.
Let's go, Brandon. I like that. Yeah. I think Brandon is our guy this episode. I mean, he played that very well. Like to feel that pressure, to feel that his boys had flipped on him. I think there's so much to get into. But I do think we should start with with the tribal and kind of work our way back. Starting with the tribal, I have kind of a theory here, just maybe an idea for what could end up being the meta here, because I think it kind of sounds silly, but it's a really good idea. I feel like, and what people did this episode. What if the new meta for the first tribal is like, if you're a swing vote, you just play your shot in the dark and don't vote, because now it gives you options next tribal to hop on one side or the other, while a few people have exposed their own alliances. I feel like, to me, Matt is in a great spot here where he can jump to one side or the other, and he won't have to, to talk about his past vote, the fact that he voted with or against Brandon. He can just say that, oh, I didn't vote, even though I think he wanted to turn on Brandon. So I think that's a pretty cool meta. I don't know if I like necessarily watching it, but I think it's a pretty smart meta. What do you think about this tribal bidder?
Yeah, it's questionable, because if you have a little bit of trust with somebody and you're already not, it could really backfire on you if they were telling you the truth.
Definitely. Yeah. I think, like, where I find this tribal cool is the fact that, I mean, obviously 3 people didn't vote, which is kind of bad on paper. Like, that's horrible on paper, right? But like, I think in the end, the 3 people who voted would have only made it a more boring vote. I think the fact that it was 3 votes just simplified it down to what it was already going to be, which is Brandon saving himself. And I think now makes it more interesting, because whereas if it was 5 people voting for Brandon, or like, let's say 4, and they all got negated, it would just be the tribe versus Brandon after that, right? But now maybe they like flip back over to Brandon's side. There's more options from here. And I think the person who needed to go here went. I'm a big advocate for boot order is important, and I think Maddie did need to go here. She didn't really add much.
Yeah, I agree.
Sky, what do you think of the tribal first?
I don't, bro. I really don't know how to feel, because I somewhat
you don't like Brandon saving himself.
Oh no, I like that, right?
Okay.
But I don't get. Okay, is it Julia? Is that her name? I honestly don't know half the cast's name.
Jamie.
Who's
Jamie.
Julia?
My bad,
Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie,
Like
that is the biggest pussy move I've ever seen.
yeah, no,
I'm
I have
so
no idea
scared.
what happened there.
I'm so scared to beat me the swing vote. I'm just not gonna vote. That is I've been such a big the shot in the dark is great. Like, it's super balanced and it adds, like, there really isn't any negatives. But I think Jamie just brought me like my first and only negative. The fact that,
of course, the one time that it works, it's for someone using it for the stupidest reason.
It's pretty awesome that it worked
for like the dumbest reasons, and also like just the most unfun read. Like, that's not fun. That's just pussy. Like,
yeah, like I wanted that to be like hype. The first time someone uses a shot in the dark,
and it's Jamie. Like,
yeah.
It's like the Susie Smith clone.
Name.
Like, come on now. Like
it's
the
Julia.
The fucking Susie Smith clone one. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah, and
then, we would agree Matt's was probably a smart move, just because of his injury.
I think it was. No. It isn't even that. It's the fact that Matt didn't really know who to trust. He knew that he wasn't going home, and his vote wouldn't matter, because obviously Kane was going to flip, and Kane did flip along with Maddie on Brandon. And so he just said, okay, I'm going to step back and let Kane flip, expose himself. And if Maddie goes home, or if Kane goes home to this idol, then it works out. Yeah. Or if Brandon goes home and doesn't, call the bluff, then he goes home. I think it was a great.
You don't think
he
was going home
part.
At all? Don't think he was going to go home at all
in
his head? Matt, you don't think Matt was worried about going home at all?
No, I don't think Matt was. I think Matt saw Maddie going so hard after Brandon, and Brandon going very, very aggressively after what's her name? The girl, I forget.
Jamie?
Yeah, Lauren? No. The girl, the mom, the single mom.
Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren, right. And you know what? I'm good on Brandon for idling out Maddie, because Maddie's the person who was actually going after him, not the person who he originally was like, oh, she lied. He said, no. like the person who's actually actively going after me is Maddie, and it was a good choice. I think the only bad thing that Brandon does in this episode is he finds the idol in public. I mean, he should not have shown Maddie a period because he's gonna have the target anyway.
We're
So
gonna
He
ask
he was in a bad spot because
He
he kind
was-
of thought she saw him, and you don't want to. Everyone like if she did see him pick it up. That's gonna turn everyone against you when she starts setting those rumors out.
I
that
get
you
it,
didn't
but
tell the whole
like,
tribe.
you could always just deny it, and like
Yeah,
it's
but-
better than just finding it in public. Like that's so much worse to
I
open.
think
It.
he
Oh, I
played
have an
it-
idol now. Like I have
But
a
it
full
could be
idol.
a tribe advantage, which would that'd be
Yeah.
something good.
No,
I don't
I
know
get
what
it, but,
is.
like,
I mean,
do
we
you-
knew that it was an idol because
Do you
of the
really think
leaked rumors,
it's a
but-
tribe advantage? Like I don't know. To me, I think you have to be like retarded to think it's a.
Well,
tribe
I mean,
Oh,
if
since it's public,
something
I
new
think
that
it's
we've never
reasonable.
seen before. Sorry, go ahead,
advantage.
Bitter.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Bitter. Go ahead.
I just think because it's public, you might think it might be for the tribe.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think you want to get caught lying right off the beginning. Like if she sees him
I get it,
pick it up and tells everyone she saw him pick it up and he didn't tell. And then
Yeah.
what if he does have to reveal to everybody he did find the key because of some stupid production thing where it's like everyone has to know.
True.
you
Yeah.
have it.
I'm gonna step in here, just so the chat. If the chat has any questions or things that they want us to see, just put a question mark at the end, and I'll be scanning for question marks, and we'll answer your questions later.
But,
Any of it?
Yeah. One more thing
Right.
with that. So I think he played it correct in that he didn't do the thing which would have been bad, which is just keep it between him and Maddie. I
Right.
love that he blew up Maddie's spot where
Yes,
she's like,
yes.
First
Because
off,
Maddie
does-
is not his friend at all here.
yeah. And didn't she say in a confessional, I would tell everybody that I
Right.
found it? And then
I
No,
later
no, no.
she
She
gets-
said that to his face. She
Oh,
said, "If I
okay.
found it, I would tell everybody because
Yeah,
she
well
was
then-
being a meanie because
Yeah.
she knew he found it." And then he was like, "Hey guys, I found it." Yeah, that was really funny.
And then she's like, don't tell anybody. So it's like she just got caught lying already.
Yeah,
to
I
him.
think that was really smart because like obviously it's so easy to just like create a bond over this, but and of course like my like first reaction is like, dude, why don't you just like share it with her and then you guys can be friends? But then I really thought I'm like, no, like she is not like she is the first person to blindside you. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
And I was right because she like her and him just didn't mix as far as their gameplay. They don't play the same. And I can definitely see why he didn't trust her. He made a fantastic choice in idling her out. I think someone like Lauren may actually go to his side at the merge, whereas she was never on his side. Never.
Real talk.
It was just great gameplay.
Wait, I actually got a
yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Is this the first time that someone's been idled out since Sandra and Winners at War? Is that how long it's been?
No, wasn't there an idle play in like 42 or something?
I don't think so.
I thought the whole thing was that there was no idol plays for a while that worked.
Yeah, and it
Maybe
was like,
it is Shan. No,
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 Shane-
Shane went home with an hour pocket.
yeah,
Yeah. So it
Andrea
can't be
and
Shan.
Marianne wasted theirs.
yeah. Mike
Um,
Gabler never
Lindsay
didn't he
wasted
have one?
hers.
He never used his, right?
So this is the
Yeah.
first idle play successful.
Since Sandra, right? Since Sandra got idled out.
Oh my God, Sandra and 40. That's crazy. Wow, that's
Yeah.
sad.
Mhm.
I do want to give a little credit to Maddie, I guess, even though I'm not a fan of her.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Brandon was not a fan of hers, so I guess targeting him was the correct move on her part.
Yeah,
They did get the
It's not
votes.
really her fault. Like Jamie fell apart, and it's like, what are
yeah,
you
yeah.
gonna do?
See, yeah, this is the thing. Like, I don't think it mattered if Jamie or Kane not Kane,
Jamie
Jamie
or Matthew.
or Matt
Matthew.
didn't vote because it would have gone on him anyway. If she was smart, what she would have tried to got like, well, one, she should have known that her own allies weren't going to vote. You should not be getting lied to like that much to the point where like people are telling you they're going to vote and they don't even vote. Like that's not good.
Yeah.
And then more importantly, I think she should have tried to split votes. Just go 2-2 on let's say Brandon and what Kane or Matt,
Matt,
or
probably
whoever
Matt.
it is. Yeah, Matt because Kane is flipping. She should have kept her alliance more solid. And she should have tried to pride more with that advantage and figure out, okay, well, is like that like person, meaning Lauren, really without a vote, or can we use it? But it's tough. There's so many variables, which kind of leads me to back up to the summit thing. I really don't like people losing their vote one time, and I really don't like people losing their vote 2 times in
I mean,
a row.
like they're gonna lose their vote, bro. Like it's automatic. Like someone's gonna lose their vote. In this
Right.
situation.
Which, like, honestly, I really like now that I look back on it. If like you're gonna risk it voluntarily, that's one thing. But to be forced to risk your vote for a 1/3 shot at immunity, and you're forced I
Not
kinda
even
have a problem
immunity,
with
just
that.
an advantage.
Yeah,
and
you're right,
these
dude.
advantages are underpowered. Too.
Yeah, they're bank of vote.
I don't know,
advantage.
bro. That one girl's
The-
advantage, what's her name, seemed pretty overpowered.
Yeah, the
The
inheritance
Sarah's
thing.
I
like,
don't think
Yeah.
she's
it's
like,
overpowered,
hey,
but I'll
I
explain
Sarah
want
it.
Wade.
all y'all advantages, and
Yeah.
then she gets
Sarah
them, like,
Wade. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one
Imagine,
with
imagine like
42.
Advantage Geddon having that.
But this was
Yeah,
advantage
that'd
getting
be
basically, bro.
that-
Like
that would be
everyone used like their
incredible.
shot in the dark. It felt like. I mean,
You have to
Like,
use
like 3
4
idols get
idols.
played. I
Yeah.
would definitely play. I don't care if everyone would know I just got 3 idols. I'm playing 3 idols in a
Yo,
row.
imagine this was a thing in Game Changers, and who got Suri had it. There was no
Yeah.
votes.
Yep.
But they just skipped the tribal council.
You definitely keep that
Yeah.
to the merge. That's gonna be the most useful at like the first vote at the merge, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell anybody about that. I wouldn't tell a soul. I mean,
Oh,
because
wait.
that is so OP. That is
That
so
one
like.
girl also got the extra vote, right?
You said who?
That one girl got the Lauren.
Lauren.
Her name. She got the extra
She
vote.
got
She
a
had a
bank
risk.
vote.
She had
Bank
bank
vote.
vote. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she
I feel like
chose not
that's
to vote, and
underpowered.
now she has an.
So she's
extra
got it
vote.
now, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's not that strong, and she got lucky just like using
Yeah.
it right now and getting away with it.
Because
Well-
you have to potentially lose 2 votes just to be able to get an advantage where you already have to risk your vote in order to get just a extra. It's like a nerfed
Yeah.
extra vote, and you are forced to risk your own vote additionally to even have a chance to
I
get
don't-
it. I think that's underpowered.
I do, yeah. I think it's a bit underpowered. I really don't know why they don't just do extra votes. I get that they're trying to do something special, so that's why I really don't mind the bank of vote here. It's just a little, small twist, like just a small tweak in the idea, so it's not just
It ain't broken.
okay an extra vote. Like, oh my god, we've seen this like every season. I think it would have been cooler just maybe to not have it at all. But that's just me maybe kind of being.
I think it's fine as long as you don't have to like without the whole summit thing. Say like you got that in an auction or something. I think it's a little bit of
Yeah,
risk
no.
because you have to
I'm
risk
saying
to
like
get something.
in this episode, like the whole summit idea
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
I
you
agree.
like having to give away your vote essentially like for a second and like having to do that. Like, you don't have a
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
I kind of have
Yeah.
problems with that.
I don't like the forcing with those odds, but also like just the summit in general. This episode I feel like was fine because like
Yeah.
it took up a very
Quick.
small amount of screen time compared to
Very
other
quick.
seasons. So
guys. We have to give them credit. Even bitter, the most negative of all of us.
Wait.
How many sob stories did we get in this episode? How many?
Oh, dude, I didn't
Zip.
even notice that. Good
Compared-
call.
zip.
Dude, compared to the last 2 seasons, this was heaven. I mean, come on. Round.
I mean, we did get
everybody,
like
everybody.
3 injuries to take
Yeah.
up that time.
I
Hey,
get it.
bro, and
I
I
would
get it.
much rather have that.
No,
Yes,
I
I
agree.
I started
I
noticing
agree.
a pattern, blood. I'm not gonna lie. I started
Yeah.
noticing a pattern with these injuries. Like, I mean,
like this is this is the thing. It's like we have complained about it, and I'm just like we like have to give them credit. They fixed it. They are not doing
Well,
them at least
let's-
this season.
Let's hope. I mean, it's only 1 episode. Let's hope.
No,
it's not.
I get it, but like usually the first episode is the episode that has all of the like almost all of them, and I'd rather them come up later when we actually care about the people than now.
yeah,
I
it comes
don't
up
know if-
around like final 7.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember like back in the day when they used to like develop characters at the end. Like
Mhm.
remember when
Crazy,
Tony at a Final Four, they're like, oh, like he's like, oh, like my like wife didn't show up for the family visit. And he starts crying. You're like, wow, like Tony has emotion. Like that's cool. But if that happened in the first episode, you'd be like, I don't care. I don't give it. Like
Yeah,
that,
who the fuck
that
is
guy
Tony, bro?
that guy talks too much.
Yeah,
You
you,
know,
need to
it's
like
like-
the person first to care about who they are.
And yeah,
I don't like
and
Matthew. We don't like
and their
Matthew.
personal
We don't-
problems and their past and stuff. Like unless it's like a Carolyn, like where she's a literal drug addict and like that.
Dude,
That's
she's
what
still
she
a
was cast
drug
for.
addict, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
she is
Dude,
nuts.
her
Dude,
eyes
she-
were so
she's
bloodshot in her
stupid.
confessionals.
She is.
I hate
but
her
you know
so
what?
She is off the perk, bro.
She's
She-
on
she
them
is-
right now, bro. As we
she
speak.
pop a perk, she blackout. But basically, to me, I'd take that over some dud, like some boring person who has no personality.
Nah, it's so bad. I think I'd.
I
rather-
think
I'd
it's
rather
fine
do it.
if yeah.
I think it's.
If
just
she
good
goes home
past that.
early, bro. Like I got so pissed off at her when I was watching that channel. I was like, "Do you not know how to throw something up? Like, is it really? It's not
love when
that
she
she's
started
like-
laughing.
Yeah, when she started laughing and moaning.
Yeah, just like
She's
like
she's
Well, they
started
had
moaning.
they had that huge time advantage, and she's was pretending like this is for fun when she started throwing them. up.
She probably thinks
Woohoo!
she's probably saying,
And
"Oh,
it's
it's
like, what are you
okay,
doing?
guys? As long as we had fun."
I'd be like,
Yeah.
no, we're throwing this challenge. We're voting you out right now. I don't. I have no idea what shenanigans you're pulling. But
Yeah,
Can we talk
Like,
about how this episode started with like Carolyn talking to the confessional guy? That was so weird.
I
was-
hated that. I was like,
that
bro,
was-
they're trying to be meta so bad.
I kind of
bro.
liked
Yeah.
it. Maybe I'm the one who's corny or whatever, but I
It's-
You are
didn't mind
funny.
it.
Literally,
It's-
Russell
but
I
it
Wilson.
made-
thought it was cool.
it had no impact though. It was just
No,
like,
no, I-
Carolyn,
right,
you're,
I mean-
you're not paying attention. Like,
Right.
what?
I think it's
Yeah,
just
like-
like to set a tone, like it's just goofy, like whatever.
It's like,
I
hey,
don't
what
think
worries
it's
me,
anything.
though, What worries
Why
me
is
is
he
that
might be
like,
the winner?
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that.
No,
And
I
it's
think
like,
it was just
oh my
for.
God, quirky
I think it was
scene of the winner.
just because it was a funny scene.
No, I think it's for Jeff Probst to be see on his new podcast. See, we talked to the contestants behind the scenes. You might not have known.
I know
that.
Jeff has a couple of stuff to say on the podcast. I know he
I'm
was
definitely gonna be
praying for
watching-
Brandon to go home, bro. He was about to get a 2-for-1
No,
special.
no, he did not want Brandon going home. There have been 2 black people right in a row.
And the day right after Black History Month, bro.
That's-
I know you've been
I was kinda
ecstatic.
Day
hoping
after, bro. It's
for Brandon to
already
go.
we're already ops, bro. It's oh my lord.
Yeah.
That's
like,
for the
already,
tinfoil
bro.
hat theory of they moved it from
Tinfoil
Black History
hat
Month.
theory. Drea is going so angry right now, but you already
Why?
know she's so angry.
Yeah, I got it,
Drea
bro.
is big tilted right now.
Yeah, and like I know Jeff was like, "Oh, "Damn it!" No, when like he played his idol, bro, he was like,
No,
"Oh,
he was
you
like,
gotta
Bruce, I love that beautiful smile.
Yo, can we talk about like how he was like rubbing Bruce's
I know, bro. He
shoulders?
was like, I was
That
like, bro,
so
what are you
bad,
doing,
crazy.
bro?
Well, he did that
Let
to
me give you a
Brandon
little
too.
good
Remember?
night
He's
kiss,
giving him a
bro.
firm jerk on the island.
Remember when he's rubbing Brandon's shoulders to keep him calm?
Yeah, bro.
Let's go, Brandon, but like, no, you know,
He's
that's
like, it's okay,
Not
Bruce.
that kind of.
We're gonna help you
Yeah,
out, Bruce.
say,
All right,
that's
we're gonna save you here, Bruce. I'm gonna save
Dude, what
you.
did Bruce did? He's run face first into a plane because I
Yeah,
kind of missed
bro.
it.
Yeah,
And
that was
yeah,
just
he-
silly. That was
I
just
thought he
just a
broke his
silly
skull
goof.
at first, and then
Like
it was
a
just like
silly
he just got a
goof.
headache, and I guess.
Okay,
it was
I
too much for
can't.
him.
I can't lie. That like shot that they got was really cool. Like they got literally the moment that his head cracked open in like 8K slow motion. That shit was an insane.
Caught
Yeah,
in
and then it
4K.
bled out.
Caught in 4K, caught lacking.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why I think I
bro.
thought it was worse than what it. What? I don't
Why?
know,
Because they were like dramatizing it kind of.
Did
They
he
were
just
like,
have
oh
a
my
concussion?
god,
Did
he's
he
about to
just
I
go
thought he was
die.
going to drop dead right then and there.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna die, Loki. I thought, oh shoot, well, this is it. That's
All
it
right.
right here.
Let's answer some questions in the chat. What do you guys think of the new idol cage? Guys,
Stupid as hell.
for it. I think it's
I don't
fine.
like
I just don't think it has much negative, and I'm just so used to things being actively bad in this new era that when something just has a fun little twist on an idol, I'll take it.
I think it's corny because I
Yeah, I
think
mean,
it
obviously,
almost
yeah.
all the time like forces the person who finds it to use it the first tribal council they go
No,
to.
no. You do know that there's a fake one in there that you can just put right back and close the cage and like literally
I mean,
not one
yeah,
person.
but it's like when the whole group knows, and then it's like, oh shoot, it's gone. Like I don't know.
No,
bro.
it's not because there's gonna be a fake one inside that people take.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess,
not always
but
going to be the case where the whole tribe knows about
I
it.
feel
Someone
like
could
most
just
of the
stumble upon
time,
the key.
though. I feel
Usually,
like most of the time, though, a good majority of people are gonna know.
Oh, so what?
Well-
You rehide the key, someone else finds it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no. You rehide the little like fake
We
medallion
don't hide the note.
idol, and then you lock the cage back with the key, and then you just pretend like no one found it, and said
Yeah, but
you have the real.
That's
idol.
it's in a pretty open place zone. It looked like they like waltzed into
right.
the
You just go at
island and it
night,
was
right? You just go on
there.
the and
Yeah, it's
like you know
supposed to
like
be a covert type of thing.
yeah, like
I guess, I
I think
don't know.
the idea is
I think
fine.
it's too
Like
meta.
it's a bit meta and corny, but I really don't have a problem with it, and
You're just
I
a
think
cornball,
that would be
aren't
kind of nitpicking to get out of that.
My one problem is the repercussions of everyone knowing about the fake looking dummy idol on one tribe.
True.
That everyone's gonna know about the fake dummy idols by
Well,
merge.
now
true.
that see, since
But
Brandon
would you rather
used
have
it
a bunch
now.
of fake idols just floating around like that?
Well,
like,
not if everyone knows what they look like. It's kind of like disappointless, right?
Well, yeah, but will
Yeah,
the
right,
other
right, right.
tribes know if they find it? Like,
Would
let's
you
say all the
rather-
other tribes find it.
Well, they're
do they
gonna
know
share
that
information at merge to each other, and
Yeah,
they're gonna.
They
all
can
talk
share
about it.
they're
information
all-
while
they're
they're
all
sitting on
different
the
colors,
bench
though.
out of the
I
challenge.
feel like the
too.
fake idol is pretty much irrelevant now because once they merge, it's gonna be
Wait,
like,
so if someone maybe some so this actually might be a little bit interesting because like someone could be like, hey, when you found it, was there one idol or a one idol and a fake one? And then maybe they'll lie and say, oh, it was just one idol, but really it's to like, oh, there's
You'd be
so
really
much
stupid
there.
to fall for that because you'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
you obviously had the same thing I had.
Right or no, I get it, but like maybe they told their whole tribe, but then one tribe did it. I feel like there's like chances here for it not to be completely
Mhm.
useless and stupid. There's also chances for it to kind of fizzle out, but I don't think there's a chance for it to actively destroy the game, which is more than I can say about like the hourglass. So you know, whatever.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's
Also-
at least it's not as obvious who has the. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not as bad as the phrases because everyone knows who has the idol across tribes just
Yeah,
because
that
someone
was
said the
pretty
phrases, so you knows them.
Yeah.
So, but it's still kind of a wet blanket that everyone knows.
I actually got a question for y'all. Are y'all tired of the Savvy and Sweat thing? I'm kind of getting tired of
Yeah.
it. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, that was the most boring part of the episode for me. I mean, like obviously, like honestly, the whole middle half was, it was okay. Like Brandon kind of carried most of this episode for me.
yeah, Brandon
And also, you know what, Matthew too also had a pretty good like edit.
wait, Gathy or Matthew? Or
Gathy,
Blankenship?
sorry,
okay.
yeah,
Bro,
Matt
Blankenship
and
seems
Gathy.
zesty as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Bro,
using Franny's word.
he wants that zesty. That's what
He
he
wants the
wants.
zest, bro. Like
He's
I don't know if y'all.
zest.
I don't know if y'all saw the
It's a
the
zest
post credit
fest.
scene, bro. But like,
Oh, ew. No,
I'm
thanks.
using my words very carefully here. Like I
That's
thought
the-
I
that's
was
the-
like,
That's the
Oh, you go.
gayest heterosexual relationship.
like I was like, have we
Yeah,
been punked?
facts.
Is this the gay Matthew? I was like, and then Matthew said his husband was like, okay, no. But I was like, for a second, I was like, wait, have we been tricked? Have we been fooled?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
this the
I don't
real-
understand it. Is like the Matt guy who's not gay, like he seems so interesting.
Interesting.
he's just
interesting is the
really
word.
he's like that. Like I got so
He's
much
like
anxiety.
so
I'm no
feminine.
nervous.
I and like there's nothing wrong with that. I just like it. He really seems like he likes boys. I don't know how to put it.
So
I don't know.
At
It's
least
like-
he's saying it. Like he seems like he likes.
I don't know. I was like, it's okay. Like it's 2020, it's 2023. I mean, who cares? But like,
I mean,
like,
he did grow
let
up in
us
San
know
Francisco,
so that we can get the big
California.
number 7, and you know we can talk about how the
He
7.
did grow up in San Fran, so you know.
Yeah,
it's
I
all
don't know.
really-
I mean, listen, it's
Now,
crazy.
Maybe his parents, you know.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
he has that zest influence on him.
What do you guys compare this
I like it.
this premiere to 41, 2, and 3? I think it's definitely better than
I low-key
than
forgot all those
43.
rules.
43 definitely better. I mean, it's kind of the most recent one. It's the most fresh in my mind. It was horrible. I mean, aside from Cody and Sammy, it was quite literally like one of the worst Survivor episodes of the new era.
yeah, I'll say it's
41
the
had a pretty
best
good one.
premiere episode of the new era.
Yeah, I think 41 had a decent one too with JD.
41
and,
always
like,
has the
live
guy
traffic.
thing.
41 just
so
had
I
like a dark
always-
cloud.
No,
over it.
I get it, but 41 I think is the only one that's close. 42 had a nice little camp life stuff, and it was like quality of life. It was good, but it wasn't nearly as good as these.
This is the best one.
Yeah,
42
it
had a balanced edit as well, I think. And
It did. It like see that's the thing about 40. It's just so solid, but it just falls in
It's
its
just like
face.
just mediocre.
Like it's solid, like it has the characters and it has
Solid
the
just turns
casting
to liquid.
and it has okay editing, and it's just like it's
Not
not
sound
that.
like he was about to cry for a second.
That's facts.
It's just the
Um,
definition of mid.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's a very mid-season that had so much potential to be a lot cooler if people just made like a little bit better moves and like fun and like.
You're
more,
talking about
like, fun
41 or
gameplay.
42. I
42.
forgot.
41's
Okay.
horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
41's
42 had chances with Jonathan and Drea and like Lindsay and like that's like decent better than like 41, and it just kind of fell in its face. All right, next question. Is thoughts on the inheritance and bank vote advantage? We kind of already gave our thoughts on this, but do
I
you
want to
guys
say
have
something
any
about the
overall-
inheritance actually,
Go ahead.
because I think a lot of y'all are saying it's overpowered. I think they haven't fully explained it, and I think there could be ways that it's actually balanced. Like especially if you play this publicly. I don't know if you play it before the advantages are played, which would mean that people will be less incentivized to play their advantages, or
Yeah.
after the advantages are played. But either way, if it's played publicly, everybody knows what you have.
It's
So you
definitely
do-
not played public. Wait, but that's
I
so
think
OP.
it is publicly.
That's so OP.
It would be so OP
if
if
it's
it was
private.
not played publicly. So I think
Yeah.
it has to be played publicly, which would make it a little bit more balanced.
It's kind of like the steal a vote thing, where like in the middle of tribal, you'd be like, "Hey, so like,
Yeah, it's-
I'm gonna play this, and like now we you have time to have a live tribal, but we're gonna go vote."
So like they don't steal the advantages; they just get them, right? Or like
they just get
Well, they get new ones, I guess.
whatever's. So basically, it's kind of like a nerfed idol nullifier, but like it has more.
But like everyone
possibility.
else keeps their advantages, right? They just get new ones.
Right,
or
but like you don't want to play your idol because it's going to go to them, but you kind of have to. So again, it's like a mini idol nullifier. with,
but
like,
like,
extra
there's very
twists.
few tribal councils even where multiple
right.
advantages are even played.
I
It's
think
like
it's-
it's
it's
like
a-
OP at like 2 or 3 tribal councils in the season, and it's absolutely useless at the
So
other
it's
11.
like they're gonna play the advantage, and you're like, nah, I want it. So then it gets played for you. It doesn't get played
No,
for them.
no, no,
No, no, no.
No,
After
no.
tribal, then
After
you
tribal.
receive the advantages that were played.
Yeah,
I
there-
think-
so if you play an idol, the idol still works on you, but that person will now get an idol themselves after tribal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
gotcha.
I think it's actually a little bit of a more powerful knowledge
I
is
can't tell
power.
if it's useless or
because
superpower.
you
yeah,
don't have
knowledge
to-
power was not working. So they got
Knowledge is
this
power. You
instead.
had to be correct on who you're using it on. This one, you
Yeah.
just automatically are going to get the advantage.
Bro, this is
I
definitely
think I
because
think I-
that one wasn't working.
Dude,
This is why
okay,
they put it here.
I have a tough one, and as we say hi to our friend Meme View, I want to like just talk about. Do you guys think the knowledge is power is better or the inheritance is better?
Hell no, knowledge
we-
power
we-
sucks.
I don't like
It's
I
either.
think they're
terrible
both pretty
advantage.
flawed in certain ways. to be
I
honest.
feel like at least with knowledge is power, like you steal the advantage away from somebody. But this,
Right.
like,
Isn't it
this, like
like
at least you
0-3?
get.
this
you
is
let
so
them
much more
use it.
weird. Like,
Isn't it
I-
0-3
I think
though?
you get it
But I
after
think-
it's played. Like
Yeah.
the advantage has already had like kind of its arc per se.
Hey, bro.
Like how is it going to go
Let's
back?
put
It's like
this
the edge
into
extinction for
perspective.
advantages.
Bro, let's put this in perspective, all right? the shot in the dark worked before the what is it? The steel
Knowledge
is
power.
power. The knowledge is power is not ever working, bro. I swear. Like if
Well,
the shot in
What
the
do
dark works
you
for the
mean?
knowledge is
It
power.
worked- Oh no, yeah, because
Yeah.
Xander. I was thinking that Xander
and
used it
Omar
only on a
had
first
one
time.
and never used it, right? And never showed it.
Right.
Yeah,
They just edited it out
exactly. Just
completely.
edited it out. This is why they put it here. I bet you they were like, okay, well, knowledge power isn't working, so we're gonna buff it up a bit, and now
Yeah,
we
we'll
got
make it
this.
automatically work.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
we'll do.
it's like they wanted to work so bad, bro. Like,
But that's the
but
thing
like,
is,
you're not stealing it from the thing about knowledge is power is that you steal someone else's advantage, they can't use it. You still let them use it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. Meaning the inherited advantage. I'm also curious to see how Jeff's podcast is gonna go. What do you think Jeff's podcast is gonna be full of? I feel like there's so many wrong answers here, but there's so many right answers as well.
Did you guys
I
see
feel
that
like it's
black
just
guy
gonna
get
be-
his head knocked off?
yeah, bro. I wanted
like it's
it to
gonna
happen
fall
so
as-
bad.
The scenes of like him in that cameo where he has the plate of bacon.
What?
What?
Have y'all not seen that?
No.
Watch Jeff eat
Jeff
bacon.
Probst's cameo. He has a cameo.
What the hell?
No, like he cameoed in a TV show and he was like,
Oh, where
wearing
he's
Dr.
naked and shit. and
plate
has,
of
like,
bacon
the bacon
covered his
above
junk.
Yeah, covers his junk.
That
and he's
2.5
naked.
men.
I think so. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now. I've seen that image. I mean, the dream really is that he just is like completely unhinged, is like racist on his podcast.
Yeah, he's
There's
not
no
gonna-
way.
He's gonna be the opposite.
Yeah,
He's gonna be so
They
bland.
said it was like
and-
on Amazon and then like Apple Music. And I was like, it's not on Spotify. Like, really? Like it? I there was like I don't know if you saw it. There was like a ad that came up like during the show. It was like
Yeah,
"This is
yeah.
the
Yeah.
That's just
Survivor
classic Jeff
podcast."
not being in touch with people.
Yeah, like it's not on Spotify.
Can I give a quick shout out to Noah Nussbaum? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but he predicted that there was going to be an idol played in this episode because he said that Jeff said in an interview that 43 and players like holding on to their idols was an anomaly. Like it's not going to happen. So shout out to that guy. He
Bro's
said
the
that-
Akinator. What the hell?
he said what?
I said, bro's the Akinator. If y'all don't know
The
that reference,
Akinator.
then fuck it.
But yeah, shout out to that guy. Let's go back to the start of the episode. What do you guys think of this little like? I do feel like this marooning is getting a little bit old. It's the same thing. They walk up on the beach from the boats. Like let's do a ship or something. Like it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
just
is
zone
in
out at the
41.
beginning now. It's just the same.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. For me, like honestly, the back half was much better than like the strategy and even like the Brandon and Matt stuff was much better than like the first half. Although I think the first half wasn't horrible either, and that's kind of why this episode for me is a good premiere. I think it's solid. I think it didn't chew too much off the bone. Like it left some for later while still having a fun arc in this episode. And the person who goes home, goes home. I don't think anyone else from that tribe, aside from maybe Jamie, like was kind of worthy of going home at this spot. What do you guys think of Yam Yam? Obviously, he got so much preseason press, but he didn't get much of an edit here.
Like it wasn't that bad. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like outside of the first, oh my
Yeah.
god, I can't wait for Jeff to like kiss me or whatever. Like
Yeah.
outside of that, like it wasn't really that bad.
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
just
I really
because
don't.
he's
I
like
really
a
don't mind
mysterious
it.
type of guy, and he's just gonna find.
He was
a
kind of
way out.
overshadowed by Carolyn though. So as soon as she goes, maybe
That is true.
Like, even he seemed like
Somehow.
he was getting annoyed of her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. And like if Yam Yam's getting annoyed of you, bro, somehow, some way, Carolyn is more annoying than Yam Yam, bro. That's so
The more I
crazy.
think about it, the more I think I don't know. One of us said it earlier that maybe that little like confessional at the start was a little hint at the winner. Because like, why else do they put that in? Like it
Nah,
like
that'd be too obvious. Like the only
no,
person he got
I
talking
get it, but
production.
like they're like obviously feeling like honestly the vibe that I got from like how this episode was edited and like how they were really like tongue in cheek. They're like taking like their victory lap. They think this is the best season ever. So that would be so them to be like,
I mean-
oh, you know what, just let me just put the winner's confessional at the start. And you know what? But before the game has before you even show the boats rolling up, let's just show her lap like that. That
I
to
don't know,
me
bro.
feels
That
like
she's gonna be the
victory
Jessie
lap
of the
survivor.
season.
I just
She's gonna be
refuse to
falling
believe
into
that Wigger wins a season, bro. Like
The Wigger, yo, it's Wigger to you. Cancel
Nah, bro.
Ninja says always love listening, guys. Jeff wishes that he could match the quality of this
for
podcast.
real.
That is 1,000% right.
Is that your
Podcast?
first dono, Spencer?
You said what?
Is that your first dono?
No, it's like my 8th donut.
Oh,
Wait,
I've
have
I've
you-
missed too many. streams.
Yeah, you've been gone. You know, you went to go get milk and never came back. But Cancel Ninja makes amazing content, guys. Go check him out. He makes content not on Survivor specifically, but he does cover when it goes super woke. He covers a bunch of woke stuff. So if you like the
Well-
politics in mind, he is all politics.
last
Go
year I
for
think
it.
he covered every episode. So
Oh, did he?
I mean,
Oh,
last
wow.
season.
Awesome. Well, then
Yeah.
go check it out. He
Exactly.
makes
Pretty
awesome
close.
content. He's awesome on Twitter as well. Yeah, I to me, like, this episode was solid. I really don't have much negative to say about it. And I have hope for this season. And I do think I was right when I trusted that the season is going to be better than the past three. I mean, I feel like we like all felt like 43 kind of built on something. Like it built up something that we like that we can improve on from the two god awful seasons before it. So hopefully this continues to build. What do you guys think of like next episode and like for what's coming
bro,
up?
It's gonna be so bad, bro. Like it's the
What?
showmance between Blanket.
Yeah, the
Franny's
show,
gonna
the
be,
showmance.
like,
I
Oh,
kinda-
we're gonna have 20 minutes of just zesty kissing.
Bro,
That-
the fact that she said like hers, like she said this in it, she said
I
zesty
feel
is
like
my
they're
word,
like
bro. Like
they're
oh my
like
God.
so like meant for each other though.
I
that
thought she was
I'm
part of
kinda chill with
the LGBTQ thing.
She
Maybe
is.
he's trans.
Whoa, no.
Hold
Probably
up,
Maybe
hold
bi-
up, hold up.
Spencer's
probably
theory
bi.
about Matt is correct.
Let me see. Let me do my due diligence. Let
No,
me see.
she's probably like
Carolyn,
pagan, meaning
Claire,
she likes
Franny,
pans.
Josh, Matthew. Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
she goes by zesty pronouns or something like that.
zesty.
Yeah, she's one of them.
Zest
Z-
slash
Z-
fest.
Zest. Yeah.
Zest/fest. Yeah,
Zest/zest. So.
No, wait. I thought she said she was pansexual, or is that Wigger?
I
No,
think
that was
she's
that was Wigger.
pan. Oh, it is her. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's probably in her just discovery.
She
journey.
probably
She
said she's
figured
bisexual, but only dates men.
it out. That's like every girl in my
We all know. All of us know at least one person. Okay, that
Yes.
It says
Well,
that,
in
yeah.
my school, it's every person. But let's just continue on. Go ahead, Bitter. You had something.
If anyone wants to get on Survivor, they have to be bisexual. So
Right,
just
of
say you
course.
are, even if you're not.
Yep.
But I think it's all downhill from here, guys. I think this was the best episode of the season.
Bruh.
Man,
I,
y'all
was like,
guys-
I don't think Brandon's gonna survive long, honestly.
I hope he does.
That's
Well,
fine.
to be
I
fair,
have,
think
I
he
have
might.
faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have faith. I don't think it's
I
all
don't know, bro. I
downhill
think they're
from
gonna
here.
regroup. They're gonna be like, "Wait, guys, why did we try to vote out Brandon?" They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we literally have a guy who can't use one of his arms," and then they're gonna vote.
No,
Matthew
they're not gonna
also.
vote out.
No,
Matt.
Matt is getting a really long term.
I mean, yeah, but I just
Like a fan
refuse. I
favorite.
refuse to believe that they allow Brandon. To
I think
go.
Brandon is a pre-merge boot. I think
Yeah.
Matt is clearly not, and I think Lauren is also clearly not as well.
I don't know, bro.
I just
want-
I need my
I
boy
feel like
Brandon
Lauren's
to
too
stay.
schemy. I don't think she's gonna last.
She does have. An
I
extra
think
vote.
Yeah, I
that's-
don't think Lauren's.
I
gonna
think
last.
that's kind of what's going to keep her. I don't think she's going to win or even really get close to the end, but I do think she's getting to merge and probably get booted out at the start of the merge.
Can we get a tribe swap, please, to say Brandon?
Honestly,
Like,
that would be dope because I don't think these tribes are going to last as far as entertainment wise. I think you like again, this cast is not that amazing, but you have something you have characters and players who are playing the game. I'm looking mostly at the tribe who we saw, but I'm sure on
I don't know,
like
bro.
when we get the
Green tribe
the other
steamrolling
tribes,
through these
we,
challenges.
when we get the other tribes, we'll see more. But from just a small bit we saw, we definitely have players. You know, it's not as much like NPCs that just don't know what they're doing.
They're kind of empty. They're pretty stupid. I think a lot of things were bad.
That's
this
fine. I mean, it's
mistakes-
obviously really easy to judge from our couches. We're not.
No,
playing the
no,
game.
I can judge it easily. If I was there, I'd be like, you guys are all stupid.
I'm an armchair coach. I can
First
do
off, the
that.
guy runs headfirst into a log, breaks his head like a moron.
Yeah, and
The other
Andy
guy-
was their strongest player.
But
Even
yeah.
though we like Brandon overexhaust himself for these weaklings and then passes out.
I mean, because he was probably carrying them. This is the thing. Like Green Tribe
That's
was
exactly.
steamrolling through all these challenges because,
Nah, Green Tribe will be too busy sucking face.
bro, no, because look, Matthew is
Fucking
like,
face.
probably the second strongest, right? And he's crippled
And-
right now.
he's an idiot too, though. He tried to climb a giant rock
Yeah.
and fell like a
like
moron.
this is why like Green Tribe's the most sound tribe. Like Purple Tribe, Bruce is dead, right? So they can't.
Right.
Who they have? They have
Yeah, Jeff just lied to them. Yeah, Bruce is
I
doing
think-
great, guys. He's
they
dead.
they
He's
have
doing
that
great up in heaven,
Winkling-
guys.
They have that Winkling that I could beat up in a fight. That's one of the dudes on the tribe. And then who's the other dude on the tribe on the Purple Tribe?
Well, there's the Carson guy who gained
Yam
the
Yam.
first-
Yam Yam.
Oh yeah,
Yam Yam.
Like Green is steamrolling through
Honestly,
these challenges. bro.
The
Like, it's
only
not even-
person who we didn't really hear from is the the gay black guy, which I'm actually totally fine with because he seems deplorable.
No, we did get some from him,
Yeah, but not like enough. Like,
but
that
we also
need
didn't get
to.
much of Danny either. We
He's
didn't get
only
much of
Danny.
Sokka
Danny.
at all. Outside of
Yeah,
him.
no, you're right. You're right. It's tough because like you don't want to get like too much of the tribes that don't go to tribal because you do want to develop people who are going to go to tribal. So I am happy that we got to really know Brandon, really know Matt this episode. Hopefully,
Brandon's next
when
down
we
the ball.
when we switch over and hopefully the Orange Tribe doesn't just keep losing. we'll kind of get to know more of like the purple tribe or the green tribe. I think that the two best tribes are the orange and the purple. I don't think the green really is as good, especially with like Claire and like the gay black dude. I don't know, whatever.
But purple's all the most annoying people in the season.
I get it, but like I'd take that over just like boring people. Like,
I think
Danny's not boring, but like the rest of them are.
Bro,
I think Ratu wins if Matt doesn't hurt himself. So that's a big change of events, I think.
I'm actually
Yeah,
happy
I
that
hope
they went to
they get
tribal because I think it was necessary to have a good first episode. But that's just me.
Just
it's
talk
okay,
about
bro. This
how
is a birth.
satisfying it was for like Maddie was targeting Brandon for literally like she said he was scheming because he wanted to tell everybody about the key, and then she got tunnel vision and was like, "Guys, vote for Brandon, vote for Brandon." Like I was so happy when he played his idol, and then that final vote was read for her. Like that just made my night. I don't know about y'all, but that was hype.
Bro,
No, it was
y'all
nice.
don't realize, bro. We're witnessing the birth of Alan Ball 2.0. Okay, Brandon caught him.
I think you're right. I
Alan-
do think you're
Brandon
right.
caught him. Will ask for everyone like to strip down.
You know what I
after
don't like
the-
understand is like why is like Jeff's podcast not on YouTube? Why doesn't he post it on like he posted on all the
Because
podcast
that's too
platforms?
easy, Spencer. You know,
Right? Yeah.
Maybe
no,
he
but,
is
like,
going to be offensive and doesn't want to get banned.
No, that's definitely not it.
Please,
know.
we need him to be racist, bro. Like we need racist.
What?
No, I mean, Jeff
Anyways.
is racist. He pretends not to be.
Right. So, guys, daily content is it's back on for the season. Your boy's back in the grind. We will have videos on Thursday and Friday covering the previous episode, and then over the weekend we'll have our Power Ranking podcast each week, as well as Monday and Tuesday previewing the next episode, and we'll be right back here for our live show next week. What's going on over there in the Underdog universe?
You know the answer to that question, man.
You ain't got to. Yeah, trash L. Anyways,
What is going
continue
on?
It can get trash.
Continue on. Sky, what's going on in the Sky Lantern universe?
I mean, I did upload a short, so that was the first video I've uploaded like a month.
We
So
had to do
there's
it's funny we had an assignment in my digital media class to do like content on something, so we like had to make YouTube videos and like basically like engage with it with like a fake audience for like a certain amount of days. Some kid did Survivor and he was doing research for it and he found my channel and he was like, "No way, like can you help me?" And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna help, sorry.
Yeah.
Because like why would I do that?
Bro's probably
Out of
watching
the
this
kindness
right
of your own
now.
heart.
Yeah. Oh no, he is. He's a great guy. But I actually had to make a chess TikTok, and that was
That sounds so
something.
horrible.
Yeah.
Why would you show people? Why would you post your L's like that, Spencer?
post my L's because I'm just that open with my.
Whoa,
families,
you'd
you
fit
know?
right on
Open
Survivor.
relationship.
Exactly. Whoa. Okay, there's Sky. Calm down. What's going on over there in the Bitter universe? Obviously, I have amazing news for the people who don't already know, who haven't already seen it. Bitter has, in fact, posted a video on the Survivor cast. Hopefully, it's not outdated. I'm sure you made jokes about Bruce dying in the video, and that is
No,
not
I
outdated.
talked about how Bruce is a loser.
Really? Okay, good.
Yeah,
Well, he's like,
he-
yeah,
he
he's a
liked
big,
couple
he's
tweets.
big anti-Trump, big
Oh, okay,
Biden
okay.
Harris,
Okay, whatever. Yeah.
and he very much liked people wearing masks indoors.
Oh, loser. Yeah. So, but that's okay. Hopefully Bruce can just stay, dead. And continuing on.
In no way.
But yeah, I did release a video.
Awesome, guys. Go check that out. None of this
Release
happens without
Bruce.
you guys. Without you guys, we're all just weird guys speaking to a weird microphone. Looking forward to another great season of daily content. And that's what I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.